At the time of recording this, SoFi is on its climb back up at around $13 per share. SoFi is feeling all the love from Valentine's Day, and SoFi may actually be the Valentine of some big institutions out there, because they've definitely started to add more shares. Which institutions are loading up, you may ask? Well, stick around until the end of the video to find out. One of the institutions that added SoFi is considered one of the best, if not the best bank in the world. Hello and welcome to Wealth Gambit. On this channel, we cover all things SoFi, whether it's fundamental analysis or short sellers waging war, we cover it all here. If you like SoFi and want to get the latest news, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell to be updated once we drop a new video. We recently made a Facebook group called SoFi Investors, so for those of you who really like the stock, feel free to join us over there. Just a disclaimer, we're not financial advisors and none of this is financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. In this video, we'll talk about the legacy banks and institutions loading up on SoFi before it's too late. Tune in to find out who they are and what they think of SoFi. Looks like SoFi is finally getting some respect out in these streets, Wall Street at least. Institutions everywhere are starting to open their eyes and see this wonderful opportunity. According to FinTel, many institutions are buying and starting new positions in SoFi. Some of them are what you see on the screen. Partners Limited Partnership, who just bought a whopping 6.9 million shares. Nice. Sculptor Capital LP and more. But wait, do you see what we see? JP Morgan, Chase & Co., a leading global financial service firm and a legacy bank that increased its SoFi position by about 123%, bringing its total shares to about 1.6 million. Popularly known as one of the best banks in the world, having received awards that say so, JP Morgan Chase has about 25 million worth of SoFi in its portfolio. If you've watched until this point of the video, comment "buy the dip" down below to get a shout out on our next video. Anyways, let's now move on to yet another legacy bank that's supposed to be competing in the fintech space. It's not only JP Morgan that's buying the dip, because a lot of them like Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo and Company, Morgan Stanley and Bank of America are also on their way to get more shares. Wells Fargo, one of the top 5 banks in the US, has increased its stake on SoFi by about 67.92%. Reported last Valentine's Day, the company loaded up on some shares, and the 1.3 million shares it has are now valued at about $21 million. Captain Noto's previous employer for about 13 years as the managing director and the co-head of global TMT investment banking, aka Goldman Sachs, also increased its stake in SoFi, and it's now worth about $35 million, as they now hold around 2.2 million shares. That's about a 2,000% increase in value. At the same time, Bank of America is chilling at about 569,000 shares, valued at around $9 million. An analyst from Bank of America even said Galileo is one of SoFi's greatest weapons in the fintech space, because it will be able to provide service to a lot of neobanks out there, and that alone makes a huge difference. At a $17 price target, this institution bought the dip as it's massively impressed with the one-stop shop business model and the price for which it's selling. On top of that, an analyst has also projected a revenue growth rate of over 40% compounded annually from 2021 to 2024, and possibly jump on the margin expansion from 3% last year to 22% this 2022. There's a lot of stocks out there with obvious red flags. Nikola. SoFi, on the other hand, does have flags, but they appear to be green. With the institutions joining in on this party, it feels like the tide of change is with us. But regardless, we here at Wealth Gambit will just keep swimming. Comment "Welcome to the trenches" in the comment section down below to welcome the institutions to the Sophian trenches, and also automatically get shouted out in the next video. That wraps up today's video, guys. What do you think about this news? Do you think more legacy banks will buy SoFi? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and until next time, ciao.